Okay. The night before, um, the false Baker acting, um, was a lot of stuff going on. With manipulation, with people, the bull in the background. I will say that much. Um, my vision was compromised. Everything. It was a lot going on. It was a very stressful evening. A lot of things had been done, said, and everything. But when I was falsely Baker acted, and to make me know that the Baker acting was a setup against me, and it was them who had been doing this against me the whole time, they ensured that some things that was done the night before and said the night before and did previously to make sure that I identify who and what was doing this to me. Um, my neighbor said some statements, and that let me know that she was involved in a lot of things that they were doing to me. The same one that was listed on the police report. When I approached her later, she said, "Oh, this isn't the first time, and a couple of days before you was like this, and a couple of days after you was like that," and it struck me as weird. Um, the police report said that on September of 2019 that my child um, and my family um, were in danger of me because of mental health illness or whatever. And it was a deputy by the name of Joanne Reed who showed up. The deputy that they showed me that showed up, I knew her previously, but I did not know her by that name. I actually worked with this person and I never knew her by that name. Um, in law enforcement, and I never knew her by that name as Reed. I couldn't remember her name for nothing, but I didn't know her by that name. Um, the other officers that were there is no police report. There is well, there is no police report written by the other officers at all. So I requested dashboard cam video from all the officers that were involved in my Baker acting, um, and the deputies that was involved. Um, no video footage whatsoever. I said, but you all say that I'm a threat. I'm mentally insane. You say that you did an evaluation of me and everything. And that's when here in the area, um they told me say that the officer has control of their own dashboard cam. I was upset. I said, you telling me that three officers that arrive on scene have no dashboard footage, have no nothing? That's the first part of duty. You have to call dispatch and alert dispatch that you're going on duty so that they can turn your dashboard cam on. They say no. The officers turn their own dashboard cam on whenever they feel like it. I say I never heard of a protocol or a procedure like that whatsoever. And I don't suggest that you're not going to tell me an officer is on duty and you don't have any dashboard cam video. Oh, well, when they turn their police lights on, the dashboard comes on. Other than that, the dashboard does not come on at all. And I say, I know you all are putting yourselves in danger as well as other civilians in danger, because only time the dashboard cam is not functioning or active is if you're not on duty. So it kind of made me aware that these officers was sent on assignment to pick me up and Baker Act me. I cannot tell you that after my last court hearing, I went to court for a termination of parental rights. I have been appealing everything to the appellate court. My appeal went through on September 27th, which means I wasn't supposed to deal anymore with the lower courts at all. The TPR hearing was on September 30th, which should never even took place. And I remember going into the TPR hearing, and I was like, this case is in the appellate court. Can't quite understand why you all are still pushing for TPR, termination of parental rights. But I had been warned by a coworker that he wanted to raise my children. Kid you not, this is, it may sound odd. This is a true story. This guy told me, say he wanted to raise my children and stuff like that, and I felt like he was involved with this situation majorly. When I called him to tell him about stuff that had done took place and stuff that had progressed, he sat there quietly, and all he said is, if you had to been dating me, you wouldn't have had to go through it. And that's it. I didn't even want to continue the conversation on that or anything like that. Just knowing this type of stuff was taking place. So I'm in the courtroom on the 30th of September, after my whole case on September 27th had been transferred to the appellate court. And from the judges and my understanding, even with her verbalizing it, she said once it goes to that appellate court, there will be no more hearings in our court whatsoever. Everything will be done through the appellate court. And that's what I was thinking. It's a good thing I showed up to court, but I will say on September 30th, the whole court case was a circus. It was a joke. When you see me post this video, I do have plans on posting the video of that trial on YouTube for you all to see what really took place, even with my mother in the situation. Like I said, I went to go get a rape kit. You guys seen that in my earlier videos, and being denied, that was all brought up. And you will notice even in the court case that the judge was covering up for the case manager. In the video that I'm gonna show you, he was completely covering up for the case manager, refused to allow people to answer questions. The judge was just outrageous, to the point where I had went and questioned whether or not this judge was supposed to even be over the case, and he's nowhere posted up online for the 15th judicial. He's nowhere in their personnel files or anything. And I had went to the HR person, the what is called the chief personnel person, and asked her, was he employed there. I even emailed her and everything. She never insinuated that he wasn't or was. All she did was take the information and would not comment any further on it. His name was Judge Murphy, Joseph Murphy. Um, I will be posting that video. They screamed this was a confidential hearing. The confidential hearing shouldn't even took place because all of my documents is in the appellate court. So it was something serious.